Disclaimer: the stories shared on Flying Monkeys Unfiltered podcast are anonymized and told for entertainment purposes only. Names and identifying details have been changed. Explicit language is used. If you think it's about you, it's not. Trigger warning. The beginning of this episode contains a discussion regarding sexual assault and drug use. Your well-being is our priority, so please listen only if you feel safe doing so.
You didn't hear this from us. You didn't hear this from us. Leaning, chin up, you didn't hear this from us.
Welcome back to Flying Monkeys Unfiltered. I'm Lexi.
I'm Jess.
And we're drinking because today has been a shit show.
And it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
You and I.
Oh yeah. I was like, how does that end?
Just makes me think of Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
Oh my god. Are you
Yeah.
my mini-me?
I love that movie.
You're the very blonde version of me.
Yeah. Very. We don't look alike. But yeah. So how was your week?
It was, what's today? Thursday? Oh. It was good. It was fine. You know?
Nothing crazy happened this week?
Oh god. No? I had to think about it. See? No, I'm trying to get graduation announcements out. So, I went and did that today. Nothing too great. I mean, the craziest thing I think that's happened all week is what we talked about earlier about the website that just came out.
Oh. Horrible, horrendous.
Yeah.
Men are the fucking worst.
So, I'm just like, I don't know if we're going to be censored on this. So,
if you just know about the 62 million on the website.
Yeah, that CNN just broke the story.
Yeah.
Look it up.
It's fucking horrible.
It's a chat room of a bunch of men, and they're basically teaching each other how to essay their wives and
get away with it.
drug them.
Yep.
And then they post videos. So
it's horrific.
that's been just in my mind all day, and I just can't even imagine. And I'm just grateful that I have like good men in my inner circle.
Yeah.
That I know would be like, absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah. Me and Jake watch shit all the time, and he's just like, I can't even fathom doing that to somebody, you know? And I'm just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. Because it's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. It makes me terrified for like our group, for like our girls, for our boys, because I don't want anyone to get caught up in anything or get like wrong place, wrong time, wrong group associated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, ugh. It's fine.
Yeah.
So.
The world is rough.
Yeah,
And I'm sick and tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's not that hard to be a good fucking person.
No, it's not. You are so right. It is not that hard.
Like, just be decent. Like, just be kind.
If you wouldn't want it done to you, don't do it to other fucking people.
Fucking genius.
I know.
Oh my god, did you come up with that all by yourself?
My critical thinking skills.
Write it down. Write it the fuck down.
It's seriously not that hard. It blows my mind.
Yeah. But I think it goes back to, I have been teaching my boys consent since they could walk.
Yeah.
Because they have an older sister. And so I remember constantly telling the boys, what did she say? Oh, she said no? Don't fucking do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a girl says no, you stop immediately.
Yeah.
Like-
no is a full fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
same with Dax. Like, I'm raising a boy is terrifying.
Yeah, so sorry, my head's just been
Spinning.
reeling with that all day, and I just can't even fathom that. My brain just can't even handle that. So sorry, went off on my tangent because I was just like, but also I feel like 80%, or I think over 80% of our listeners are women.
Yeah.
And I just kind of feel like collectively, I don't think there would be a woman out there that would be okay with that. So,
Yeah, I agree.
you know.
Right.
And I think the small group of men that listen to us, you'd have to be a guy's girl to listen to us. Like, you
Yes.
just fucking have to be. So,
Because you would absolutely hate us if you fucking weren't. And we don't want your type here anyways. So.
which, by the way, men that have an issue with strong women are because they're weak men.
Yep.
So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That's what I just said. Yes, queen.
Anyways, other than that, my week's been fine. Like, it's fine.
Good.
How have you been?
Well, I feel old because my son just turned 15. And I don't feel adult enough to have a 15-year-old.
Yeah. I still tell mine I'm going to fight him in the front yard all the time, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
I tell Dax.
They're
all the
well
time.
adjusted.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. They're just fucking fine. We raised good boys.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
I literally told my boys at the dinner table the other day that I don't care how old they are, if their wife or girlfriend ever comes to me and says that they ever hurt them or scare them, or you know what I mean? Like, you ever do anything to disrespect her, I'm like, I'll show up at your house.
Oh. Yeah,
I'll show up at
you
your
will.
house unannounced. And when you
And beat
answer
your
that door,
ass.
I will kick you in the balls, punch you in the throat, and when you're on the ground, I will kick you.
Yeah.
Both boys are off.
Okay.
Cool, Mom. Cool. I'm on. Then if you have kids, I'm going to go get your kids and I'm going to let them beat you up too. Micah was all, are we serious right now? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Extremely.
I'm all, you better treat your wives like queens. And then there's Dean and he's like, yeah, Mom, of course I will.
I believe that. Absolutely.
I'm not worried
I think,
about it.
yeah, I'm not worried about either of your boys.
You know,
They're
I got to
good boys.
scare them now. One day they'll be bigger than me, so I got to be able to, like...
Yeah. They still
Scare.
just have to have that, like, fear of mom. Just doesn't matter, yeah, how big they are.
Yeah.
Just the disappointment of mom, you know, like, how dare you?
Yeah. Sometimes that gets them. Sometimes when you're like, man, I'm just kind of disappointed that you would do that. And they're always like,
Ouch.
yeah.
Right to the heart. Yeah.
Aw.
So, Dax being 15 is weird.
Yeah, gets his permit.
I know. God, he won't shut up about it either.
Yeah. Both of our boys driving is a little scary.
I know. I'm just not ready for the insurance
Yeah.
spike that's going to happen. Because I've seen people, like, asking for their own kids on, you know, the Facebook pages and shit. Some people are like, I'm paying like $400. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Dallas's is like $200.
God.
And I don't even know what Micah's will be. Like, I'm just like, okay.
I know, because they're boys. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
'cause
they
it's
say
more.
boys are more.
Yeah, not stoked.
Well, I'll let you know. Micah gets his license
Next month? Or does
Yeah,
he still
but
have-
he's still doing driver's ed, so he won't get it until after school ends. So, like, I'll let you
Oh.
know in June.
Great.
It's fine. I just call you crying. Come on. You're all, what's wrong? I'm all insurance.
And then I'll just cry with you. No! So stupid.
We'll just put them on their own policy together. We're all.
Could you imagine? It'd probably be like $1,500 if both of them were on it together.
Well, they better get jobs. They better figure that out.
Yeah.
They are expensive.
Well, also, Dax did start a job, so
Oh, did he?
yeah.
Nice. Good for him.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, he's just going to be more busy. Great. Because he's doing track, he's doing 7-on-7, and now he has a job, and he has a girlfriend, and, you know, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's just busy all the time.
Yeah.
And then he complains that he doesn't have anything to do.
And now driver's ed is going to start, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do the 6 a.m. driving, but Micah's high school does, so.
I know they did when we went to school, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do over there.
They don't
either.
do it all the time, but it's been like every other week. He's like, oh, we got to 6 a.m. And I'm like,
Gross. I know. Dax was having to do 6 a.m.s for football practice.
yeah, Micah hasn't had to do a ton of those, but.
Sucks. Being a football mom is rough.
Yeah, I was not Dallas didn't do any, she didn't do dance, she didn't do cheer, that just wasn't her jam. And so I would equate being a football mom to being like a cheer mom,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and I'm just like, damn.
I literally had
Or
that
a dance
conversation
mom, you know.
last night with one of my friends who's a dance mom. I said, I don't envy you.
Yeah.
Because dance moms are...
Well, it's more expensive. Dance and cheer
Yeah.
is so much more expensive. I could
the
not even.
costumes, the hair, the makeup, the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I would love it, because I love that, you know, makeup and all that shit, but...
No. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't want to pay for it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But also, Jim came home this week. His ashes and all. And I have been sick for the last week. Nauseous every fucking morning. I'm like, it's crazy to me how just his ashes being there, what it does to my physical body.
Yeah. I wonder if you need to put him out on the deck or some shit.
I
Throw him over your neighbor's fence in the chicken coop.
would love that.
It's all
Would
poof.
freak out my neighbors. Yeah, but I guess when Cole and Bree were bringing him home, she had him in a carry-on, and they're like, what, do you have a bag of sand in your bag? And she was like, no, it's his dad's ashes. And they're like, okay, well, we have to test it to make sure.
She's all,
He got
it's
swabbed.
cocaine. He got swabbed?
Yes,
That's probably not the first time it's happened.
Oh, I've said so many things. So, yeah. But I'll do more update when everybody's around, because I want them to hear it too. But
Yeah. It's really hard, guys, whoever's listening, because when we have life updates or story updates that we have talked about on the podcast, we try to not tell each other until we get together to record, because we want the genuine reactions.
Reaction.
But it's so hard because we've always told each other everything.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get together and we're like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And then we're like, oh, I can't tell you now because we want to save it for the podcast.
Yeah. And it's like, if we've already heard it, it's like, oh, uh-huh. There's just not that.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah, not. Oh my God, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always. Yeah, my surprise face is great. Just kidding. I'm
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I'm like, what?
Never would have known that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's fine. Whatever. We're just here.
We're just here drinking a beer.
Yeah, and we're queer.
We were pods and didn't even know it.
We're fucking stupid.
I know. Oh, that's funny. Well, what story are you telling today?
So we're going to talk about insurance fraud.
Yes.
And how we're going to use it for our kids. No, I'm just kidding. Because car insurance is expensive. No.
Yeah.
So, I have a client that has been an insurance adjuster for like ever. I think it's like forever. But she's been my client for probably the whole time I've done hair, almost like 15 years. She was one of my first clients. And she's so good at her job. Like, I feel like every couple appointments she comes in and somebody's like trying to poach her from her current company. Like, she's just really good at her job. She travels all over to like sit in the courtrooms like for these multi-million-dollar lawsuits.
I think I honestly thought she was a lawyer for the longest time.
Well, when I went through my divorce,
yeah, and maybe that's why.
She literally was
she had,
like
so much information.
She was like, "Give me your divorce papers," and like, and I had a lawyer, but she was like going through them and reading them, and she's like, "You should add this. You should do this. What about this?"
Oh.
You know,
dang,
like,
that's nice.
But she works very closely. She knows a lot of like high profile judges and lawyers, and you know, she's just really badass.
Yeah, no,
like,
she is badass.
I just love the shit out of her. And so after she closes cases, sometimes she'll come tell me about them.
Mm-hmm.
And this specific one was like, I can't remember the dollar amount. I should have freaking asked her, but it was like millions of dollars. And it was a 2-week trial.
Okay.
So they have like the full week, and then they have the weekend off, and then another week. And this man is suing a trucking company. So he drives like 18-wheelers.
Okay.
So big semis. And he was suing them because he claims while he was driving through, like, up over a mountain in California, he called into, like, I think it was the trucking company that he was driving for, and he was like, "Hey, my headlights are flickering."
Okay.
And they're like, "Okay." And he's like, "It's kind of dark. I don't really, like, there's no lighting on this road. I'm going to pull over. I don't feel comfortable driving."
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know, I remember, like, truckers used to have a certain amount of time to get from point A to point B. I don't know what those laws are now, because I know a lot of them were falling asleep at the wheel. Like, they were having issues with that. So it could be...
Which is also why a lot of truck drivers do drugs to stay awake, which is terrifying. Anyways.
They're all... I got it.
No, seriously. Oh, it's...
Line right off the dashboard, you know? Just...
Oh, I know somebody who was a truck driver that did hardcore drugs while driving.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I'll have to tell you guys that story. It's fucking...
Well, that's going to go perfectly with our story.
No,
that
you're right.
I'm telling right now.
Okay.
Too. So, so he claims in his, you know, in this, in the trial, he is claiming that he pulls over because he's going to wait for daylight because his headlights are flickering, and his truck catches on fire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he's claiming it catches on fire. He's trying to get out of the truck. The doors aren't opening. All he's able to do is roll down the window and climb out the window.
Okay.
He claims that he climbs out the window head first and lands on his head.
Okay.
My brain says, why wouldn't you stick your feet out of the fucking window first? But he's a man, so, you know, I mean...
I guess I would
those
have to know.
windows are good size.
Well, yeah, but I'd have to know where the fire was at, because I guess if you go head out first, like, I would think to grab up around.
Oh, and then pull.
And then pull your legs out.
He kind of makes it sound like he comes out the window and just kind of like
bloop,
onto the floor, like ground.
Yeah. Which, when you said that was where my brain went to.
But then also, if his truck was really on fire...
Right. And
like, you're probably just like, I have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Which, that's where I'm curious how much the truck was on fire, where it was on fire at, because...
Yes.
How much time did he really have?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what he claims. He's suing them because this accident had happened, the fire had happened like 2 years prior to the court date. Because I guess trials take forever.
Yeah.
You know, it takes forever for that. Because both sides have to get their evidence and this and that. Apparently this guy, like, shows up, can barely walk. he's like leaning against the jury booth, like
just
yeah,
exaggerating.
like the noises he's making, make the judge tell him, sir, that's enough. Like, keep it down. You're being ridiculous. Okay,
That's wild.
yeah. So, and
So
this
just
again,
like,
this is 2 years after. So
oh
this,
yeah, okay. That
okay,
didn't.
and he is claiming. He gives his like statement, and he is claiming that his injuries were so severe that he used to ride a motorcycle and a bike, and he like can't do that anymore, that he can't mow the lawn. He states that he can't lift anything over 5 pounds, and his daughter was born right after the accident and was 7 something or 8 pounds, and so he couldn't even lift his own daughter, and like jurors are sobbing in the seats. He is telling them that his whole entire life has changed, and he can't be a supportive father, and he can't, I can't even lift my daughter, my like 18-month-old daughter up or whatever, and my client is sitting listening, and she leans over to the lawyer and she's like, have we put him under surveillance? Because they'll do that, right? If you're claiming you have an injury.
Yeah, to make sure you're
then
not.
They'll put you under surveillance, sometimes for months.
Yeah.
And the lawyer was like, no, we haven't. And she was like, perfect, I'm going to have him followed all weekend. Okay? So.
Hell yeah. Good for her.
So they put him under surveillance.
And this motherfucker's lying.
They find this man. Okay? He, first of all, he can't, like, lift anything, right? Mm-hmm. They follow him to Home Depot, where he gets everything he needs to redo his roof.
Oh, okay.
He, instead of waiting for an employee, because they follow him into the store.
Okay.
Instead of waiting for an employee to get on the top shelf, like, think about the lumber area in Home Depot, to get, like, the ladders or whatever, he climbs it.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear how this ends.
They gave him the nickname Spider-Man. Because literally he climbs up to get like sheets of plywood.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Down.
Oh, yeah. This is so fun.
Takes it home. Right? And he is working on his roof.
He's doing all
not using a ladder. He's just climbing up there. Yeah. Like a little, spider monkey. Like,
oh my God. Okay.
He's freaking Edward Cullen up there. Like, just, what the fuck? He's running around the front yard with his daughter.
Oh,
picking her up. Throwing her in the air.
Of course.
So all weekend he is working on his house. He's, he's climbing up shit. Walking perfectly fine. He's not walking with a limp. He's not acting like anything's wrong with his body. So they're like, okay, we have to do more digging on this guy, because what the fuck?
Yeah,
right?
Obviously he's lying.
They're videoing all of this to take back to court the next week. And he shows up, when he goes to court, he drives his motorcycle to the courthouse.
What an idiot.
He was so sure he was going to win this, like, tens of millions of dollar case that he started remodeling his whole house because he was so sure.
So he started racking up.
Mm-hmm. Well, so they start... Idiot. I know. I'm just like, what? I imagine him showing up in, like, the neck brace and, like, crutches and, like, fake bruise. Like, on his eye or something.
I was, like, picturing, like, with a walker, like...
like a boot on.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's like, my neck. I can't.
My back.
So, they start digging into this guy. Come to find out, he is part of the Punjab Mafia.
What the fuck? Where is that?
So... the Punjab Mafia, I have to read it. So the Punjab Mafia is a loosely affiliated Indo-Canadian organized crime group that operates primarily in British Columbia since like the 1990s. It's heavily involved with drug trafficking, contract killings, and extortion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So was this case like up in New York or something, or like was it in?
Yes, it was in New York.
Okay.
Yeah. So she flies out like to East Coast very often for really big, like multi-million-dollar cases.
That's crazy.
So it even says their criminal activities usually involve heroin, cocaine, smuggling, trafficking, often via truck drivers, money laundering, and kidnapping.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is he's part of this mafia,
Yeah.
and he's moving money.
Oh.
So he has like 20 million, 200 million. Sorry, I can't remember the number of zeros. I should have had her write that down for me.
But it was a lot, okay?
There was it was millions. In a cereal box. Yeah. So he could like stow it in his truck.
Oh, like in his, where he was driving
Yes,
it? He
because
stored
you know
that?
how like
Okay.
truck drivers have like the little bed, like living
Yeah.
space in the back. So he was storing millions of dollars
In a cereal
in a
box.
cereal box
In the truck.
that he was supposed to be moving. Like,
So,
and his truck caught on fire. So they never found out if the truck really caught on fire. Like the truck caught on fire, obviously, but
they don't know how.
she didn't tell me for sure if it was like proven that yes, it caught on fire, or he caught it on fire, or because his
If it was
story,
an accident or if it was like...
because his story to the mafia is that the cereal box burned up in the fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering where the money went.
Yeah.
But...
So it supposedly burned up in the fire.
But, so, and the company he was working for had nothing to do with the mafia, right? Or did the company...
I don't know. They don't know. Because
Huh.
they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to go into that extent of digging.
Yeah.
But so he basically was suing for the amount of money he had in the cereal box, plus a little. So he was.
What the fuck?
He was kind of like, "Oh, I'll get the money back." Is what it seems like. He's like, "I'm gonna get the money back from this lawsuit
To pay them back
Mhm.
off?
Yeah, because I'm sure
he
that's
stole the money.
Well, I'm sure that's a death sentence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Or it went up in the fire. But that's like...
Dang, that sucks not to know, like, really what happened to that money in that truck. Like, how it...
Well, because what happened was they go back on Monday.
Yeah.
And all they have to do... He rides his fucking motorcycle back. Like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Like, what an idiot.
Yeah. And, you know how courtrooms are. It's like the one side pleads their case, then the other side, the defense comes in, whatever. So, all they had to do was play the video of everything he did.
And then his attorneys were like, fuck.
And the jury, I guess, was so pissed because he manipulated them so hard. Because week before, they're sobbing in their seats. Yeah. And they're so pissed, he got nothing. Yeah.
Well, and he didn't get charged with anything of, like,
Not that...
with the truck.
Not that she said.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's still alive.
But with her also being, like, an adjuster, I don't know how much she knows about cases after it's, like, closed book.
Yeah.
Especially where she's not living out there, you know?
Yeah. And I'm sure she's so busy that it's like...
Oh, she has so many...
I'm sure she just like, oh, well, that happened.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to.
Yeah. It's like a revolving door of these lawsuits.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine the stories that she has.
Oh, yeah. She's told me a couple, but that was the only one. That was the one that I remember the most because the audacity to think you're not going to get caught.
Yeah. It's wild how people don't think they're gonna get caught.
Mm-hmm. They're just the ballsiness to be like, nope, I got it.
Yeah.
Give me $20 million.
I could not be a criminal. I just couldn't.
No, my life face isn't good. Just like my surprise face.
Yeah. I was watching a lot of contraband seized at the border.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. The shit that they try to do to get drugs and money and whatever or over the border is mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, they said at like one point the cartel, they have like 134,000 people working under them.
That's
and
insane.
Yeah, and they're like shipping and all of that shit is almost better than the U.S. Postal Service. Like, that's how much they have it down. And I'm like, can we get a cartel member on here and ask him some questions? Because I got questions.
No.
I know. I'm like, as soon as we did that, they'd be like, well, you're in the cartel now. You're fucked. But I'm just
a girl!
Bro, I don't want to step on your toes. I'm just genuinely curious, like, how you guys work this out.
Can we get a member? Can we get someone who was married or dating a cartel member that now is completely like new name, new face, everything, and you'll be off camera and we'll change your voice.
Well, shit, I'll even just let me write down my questions,
right? And we'll read it. We'll like tell what you said.
Like, you don't have to be anywhere near. I have questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's wild what those people are willing to do. And you put so much time and effort into, like, getting all these, like, drugs and money and all this shit around when you could be using those fucking brain cells for good, but you don't. Mm-hmm. I just don't know.
It's because of the money.
I fucking know. It drives me nuts.
Because they can make so much money. That's like...
I just don't get it.
I have a client who was talking about... she's the one that has the haunted house story that I have to wait to tell.
Oh, yeah.
But her house is in Texas. And so she talks about how it's close to where El Chapo had his tunnel. Oh. And she's like... We were sitting there talking about that because she's kind of a history buff. And she's like, first of all, though... He's an idiot because you did one tunnel. You did one. She's like, what's wrong with you? You should have made multiple tunnels. I just started laughing. I'm all, yeah, fucking idiot. What the hell? I'm all, and how do you know? Like, you're just down there digging. You're just digging this fucking tunnel. How do you know you're not coming up right at the boots of fucking border control? Like, oh, hey, so sorry. Oh, this isn't my mom's house? Oh.
Whoops, my bad. Yeah. It's just shocking. It's mind-blowing. My brain can't wrap around how all of that works. That's a crazy-ass story, though. Like, I can't believe somebody would go that far to do that.
I mean, if the truck really caught on fire, he really did lose all that money, and he was the mule. Yeah. You know what I mean, to move the money. Maybe it was like, I'm gonna sue them. Like, don't worry, I'm gonna get the money. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Because they'd probably kill you. I'd imagine, right? Like. Oh yeah. You're probably not gonna make it.
I think so, definitely.
Don't join gangs and mafia, kids.
Yeah. Don't. I couldn't be a criminal. Mm-hmm. I could not be a criminal at all. As soon as I got somewhere and they were like, act cool, I'd be like, I can't hide things very well, so they'd be like, did you do this? I'd be like, no. No. What are you talking about?
Look at this guy. This guy. Don't be crazy.
That's a funny joke.
They're all be cool. I'm all.
I know, right?
Folding my arms all weird, sitting all.
Lock up.
You all lean awkwardly against a wall. They're all, why are you doing that? I'm trying to be cool.
Yeah. Trying to blend in, man. No. However, every time I watch true crime, I'm like, you idiot, you could have done this and this and this and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, I would have never fucking tried to do
My
any
fucking
of that.
hair would get left.
Oh.
Like, it just falls out,
Yeah.
you know, constantly.
Shedding.
They'd be like, and she left a single hair at the scene, and I'd be like,
Of course I fucking
yeah, look
did.
at it. Like, it's just falling out in handfuls. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why you'd have to just be like in a whole hazmat suit so none of your DNA could get it around.
Right? Yeah.
That's not a tip for any murderers and serial killers.
Yeah,
okay?
this disclaimer. This is satire.
Yeah.
Please do not use any of this to help aid you in murder.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Oh my god. Okay, but I legit didn't know that truck drivers did like drugs to stay awake, because that's wild.
Really?
I've never heard that.
Oh yeah, like a lot of them will do meth.
Why? I was thinking cocaine.
Like, no, meth is a huge... I don't...
No.
It was one of Jake's friends. He drove truck down in Vernal.
Mm-hmm.
And he drove truck for like... I honestly don't know what it was, but I don't know if there's like mines down there or something, but he was driving...
Oh, it's like oil. They do a lot of oil drilling
Yeah.
and...
So he was driving like up these dirt fucking roads to like take
Oh,
these
God.
huge trucks across. And yeah, he told Jake like, yeah, I do meth so I can fucking work. So I can keep working and I can afford my life and pay for all my shit and blah blah blah. But I'm like,
There's
what is
so
that
many other
doing
jobs.
to you? Yeah, like what do you mean?
Bro, you could have an OnlyFans. You could be doing the helicopter in front of a camera. Come on.
Yeah, literally anything else. We're
Like-
doing meth all the time.
Oh, no.
It was really, him and his wife both are addicts. So,
Wow.
I mean, Jake went out there to help him, like, put electrical in their house.
Mm-hmm.
Because they lived on 20 acres. It was the coolest fucking property. They had, like, a couple of sheds. They had a cabin up in
Is
the
that the one
corner.
that had, like, the creek through it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
them.
it was really pretty, yeah.
Yeah, and there was one night they were like out in their garage, and I think Jake was like, "Yeah, they're doing some drugs in there." And I was like, "Oh, that's why they keep hiding. That's where they go out to do their drugs." And then they'd come out and sit with us by the fire, and then they'd go back out. And I was like, I don't think I've ever.
You're like, I gotta go.
Yeah, but I was stuck out in Bruno, like in the middle of nowhere. And the craziest part too. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent about their apartment, their fucking property. But next to their property was 300 acres of Indian reservation, like
Oh, wow.
for the buffalo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, because we're talking about Vernal, Skinwalker Ranch is out there.
Yes.
They're like 20 minutes north of Skinwalker Ranch and 20 minutes south of Bullfrog Ranch, which is also a hot spot for activity.
Mm-hmm.
So with their property being next to the Indian reservation,
Yeah.
I asked him, I'm like, do you guys see or hear things out here? And he was like, we absolutely do, but we do not talk about it. And I said, oh, okay. I'm like, that's it. That's fine.
But also,
I'm
my
curious,
question would
but-
be, how do you know that it's really something and not what you're doing in the shed?
That's true.
That's my question. Like,
That's very true. That didn't cross my
but
mind.
also, I guess I don't really know. I think of hard drugs other than like cocaine, and I think of like strung out, can't function. But then, if you can do meth and drive a fucking truck,
right. It
I
just gives you
didn't
energy.
realize I didn't know that. Huh.
Well, and I mean, obviously, I
Learn
think
new shit every day?
it would take. You'd have to know the amount you could take.
Would that be like
before it's,
microdosing, like type
well,
of?
you think Adderall is methamphetamines,
Oh yeah.
so
Oh,
it's a small dose,
right.
you know.
Huh.
So as long as you're like, you know,
How did my
taking
brain not put that together?
Yeah,
All right.
I mean it's Thirsty Thursday.
We've only had one.
I know.
This is no
literally.
excuse.
This is amazing that I've even finished this beer. So I never finish beers.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
No. Stay in school.
Yeah.
Be nice to your mom. She had to push you out. It was hard work.
Yeah. Be a respectful human being.
Yeah.
Be a decent human being.
Yeah.
Be a decent member of society.
Yeah. Don't commit fraud.
Yeah. And don't do drugs.
Yeah. Don't fucking lie.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're, like, throwing a surprise party, then that type of lying's fine.
Right.
God. Which I can't even fucking keep that. So, which I just found out is actually a thing of, like, an ADHD thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who told me that? Oh, my client that's a therapist. She told me that. We were talking about that because her boyfriend's also ADHD. And so she's like, he cannot keep a secret to save his life. Like, she's like, if it's something that, like, I have told him in confidence, he's not going to tell, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it's my Christmas present, if it's a surprise party, she's like, he cannot keep that. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel so validated because everything I got for Kat for Christmas last year, I was like, I got you this. And she's like, Christmas is in 3 weeks. I was like, I know, but I just got it and I have to make sure it fits you. So put it on. And she's just like, why? And I'm like, well, because if it doesn't fit you, I have to take it back. So
Jake does the same shit.
yeah, well, he's extremely ADHD.
He
so
is.
I came home and I was like, I told Kat, I said, just so you know, the fact that I can't hide things from you and I have to give you gifts right away, that is ADHD. I was like, a therapist told me that. She's like, okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
It's my diagnosis.
So I'm normal.
Oh, damn. No, that makes sense. I mean, I can hold a secret in till I fucking die because I know it pisses people off. So they're like, please just tell me. Except for, well, okay. It depends on the person. When it comes to you guys, I'm like, let me just fucking pour my whole heart out and tell you everything. But
Yeah.
if I have to keep a secret from Jake, and I'll torture him with it too. I'll be like, I know something you don't know. And he'll be like, God, just tell me. Like,
Yeah, I can't, like, if I don't know you very well, I can probably do it because I'm like,
Yeah.
If I'm, like, emotionally attached to you, if there's, like, an emotional
Yeah.
attachment, I'm like, I can't. This feels like lying, and this feels wrong.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I can't do it.
That's fair. Totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, thanks for coming to our TED Talk today, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it was informative. I learned something new.
We all learned something new.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's been real.
And, peace out.
Peace out,
Bitches.
That's it for Flying Monkeys Unfiltered. Stories are anonymous and only shared with consent.
If you've got a story that belongs in the circus, send it to us via Instagram, Flying Monkeys Unfiltered, or our Gmail, flyingmonkeysunfiltered@gmail.com.
Follow, rate, and we'll catch up with you next time.